Ladies and gentlemen, now in today's video, we're going to be having a bit of a play around with the Infinity Space Stone version of Thor, and last week we had the Power Stone Hulk enter the game, and Hulk's so overpowered, man. He's so crazy with the Power Stone that you can do the majority of 100% even with a 1-star version of Hulk. That's how mad he is, and if you don't believe me, man, check out the video on the channel from last week. But is Thor going to be the answer to everybody else's problems? Because Hulk can pretty much do every single fight apart from Thing. However, Thor is not really the solution by the look of it, because kind of his abilities seem to enhance armor up and give him more buffs, so Thing is immune to armor breaks. I don't imagine he's going to be terribly good for that, unless there's something I'm missing. So if you're still stuck on like Epic or Master Thing, Black Widow or Captain America or Hawkeye kind of are the ways to go, and we've uploaded a couple of 3-star takedowns to the channel in the last week. If you want to check that one out, man, if you're still a little bit stuck there, so the solution is up on YouTube. But yeah, it's a little bit tricky to do. Anyway, let's cover the Space Stone abilities of Thor and get into some gameplay very shortly. So the first thing he gets is a mechanic called High Pressure. So while near the opponent, Thor gains High Pressure passive. So if Thor is away from his opponent, High Pressure is removed. So while High Pressure is active, the opponent suffers 1 armor break debuff every 5 seconds, lowering their armor rating by 10% for 10 seconds. And also, High Pressure pauses all armor break debuffs on the opponent, and also all buffs on Thor as well. So I'm interested to see how this is going to work with Thor's armor break. You know, it might be a little bit mad in terms of the damage output for when you can armor break the opponents. We also have stun locked as well, so while the opponent is stunned, every 5 hits generates an armor up buff, increasing armor rating by 10% for 10 seconds, so this might be quite good for Havoc if you don't, well, you know, if you want to try an alternate option, maybe if you're getting an armor up buff there, that seems somewhat potentially useful. Also, every time Thor replaces 1 stun with another stun, or 1 fury buff with another fury buff, he gains an aptitude buff, increasing potency of any new Fury armor up or precision buffs by 15% for 5 seconds. And again, these buffs are going to be paused if you have High Pressure active. And the final thing is Rock in a Hard Place. So when landing a heavy attack on an opponent who is near the wall, Thor gains 15% more aptitude buffs. So overall, my predictions before playing is that Thor, I don't think is going to be maybe as impressive as some other characters, like nowhere near as good as Hulk. Doesn't have anything to sustain or regen or give him indestructible, but could be quite good in terms of his ability to kind of ramp up the armor breaks. So we're going to jump in, test out the 3-star version. My 3-star Thor as well isn't even fully maxed out, so I'm not too sure how well this is going to work, but I'm excited to see, man. And Thor's path isn't the most difficult of all the paths, so hopefully we're going to be alright here. So if we go to the 3-star version of Thor, so we've got him at rank 3 here, quest 1 and epic, and the Thor path as well. If you just, you know, if you're not too fussed about 100% and just want to get completion done, it's a very easy path to do. The right hand side, the Space Stone path there, probably the easiest out of all of them. So even if you want to bring in Hulk for this path, man, he's completely viable as well. Anyway, let's jump into the first matchup. So we've got a little bit of Ultron here with Aspect of Evolution as well. So let's see how this one goes. We need to be somewhat careful of this lad's evade, but if we just parry and do some shortened combos, we should be all right. And there we go, we've got the High Pressure pausing the armor break there. So the damage actually could be quite good if we can oh yeah, we can't get more than 2 armor breaks, can we? Oh dude, I totally forgot about that cap. That's really annoying. They should have removed that cap as well. That would have made him a lot more exciting. And then as well, you don't have any form of regeneration. Yeah, this is not going to go as well as anybody really wants it to, is it? Can I get an aptitude buff here? Right, let's dodge that, go back in. Can't believe how much we got absolutely nuked down by that lad. I definitely underestimated Epic a little bit too much. Well, my impressions from that first fight are, it just didn't really, just didn't really do much, man. The Space Stone ain't really, it's not really helping out. Yeah, that's really, really underwhelming for the first fight. And in all fairness, you're just gonna get like, you know, what is it doing really? Again, 10% more armor break. You get 2 Furies as well. You get an aptitude buff. Just, it doesn't really do much for the character overall. So there's that. Might as well just not really have this stone really. Just needs some form of like regeneration and sustainability are very, very important things. Especially when it comes to you know, kind of punching above with like a 3-star character, which a lot of people are doing on this. Right, let's go for a bit of a short combo here. Right, just trying to evade Sentinel Special 2 now. Right, let's go again. Get some more altitude. Oh no! Well, it's, you know, it's possible to do, man, but it just sucks. He's just not that impressive as a 3-star champion. And I don't really want to waste too many revives or health potions trying to smash this one out. So I'm just going to upgrade to the 4-star version of this champion, just because the 3-star one, man, again, it's possible. It's just going to be a bit of a pain in the ass, especially with Ebony Maw as well, because you do have the class advantage, so you've got longer falter time and a higher chance to you know, miss and get their degeneration, so that's just a bit of a pain in the ass. But let's go back on the Space Stone path with the 4-star maxed out version of Thor. But you know, from judging this champion so far, I don't think there's anything I'm missing, just because this character does have such a limited amount of abilities. No, I don't really think there is anything to miss here, but he's still, you know, moderately enjoyable to play as a maxed out 4-star if you've got him. But if you're just looking to you know, take up one 3-star champion, Thor is definitely not the character to go for. I think out of all the characters that we've seen, he actually might be the weakest, just because he doesn't have anything special when it comes to, you know, it's not really doing anything, mate. That 10% armor break, it's just not too much, and you're barely seeing the aptitude as well, and when it does proc, it's such a small aptitude that it's not really affecting anything. So unless there's anything like really, really big I'm missing in today's video, it does seem like Thor is remarkably underwhelming. But at least we had, you know, one very, very OP character, Hulk, to help a lot of people get to 100%, or at least get the initial completion on stuff like Master and Epic. But hey, it's a much better time with the 4-star version. But even without the Space Stone, man, he could definitely tank these matchups in a very similar time. Because Thor is, you know, he's not a bad champion, mate. He's still got a fair bit going for him, but he is long gone are the days where Thor was the king of the cosmic class. Whilst I think he does he does deserve a little bit more of a buff, man. A little bit more of a buff. Getting back to not quite the level he was before, but make him a little bit more spicy. That'd be very, very nice to see. Right, let's dodge that. Let's dodge the axe throw as well. Let's chuck that off. That might get her down into the okay, there we go. 26 hits. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really seeing like any benefits from this friggin' Infinity Stone, mate. Got an Infinity Stone that's just not really doing anything, is it? So Hulk is just the king, mate. The absolute king. If I were to rank all the characters, where would I think Hulk would be first, Cap would probably be second, Thor, I probably preferred Timestone Black Widow to this lad, in all fairness. Timestone Black Widow actually worked out alright. I think we actually managed to have a bit of success with the 3-star as well, at least on the corresponding lane. So yeah, that was okay. Right, we need to be a little bit careful. How we can stun Ebony more, right? And then we can uppercut him. Let's go for that. Try and go for a special 2 evade, actually. Dodge, dodge. There we go. Well, yeah, the Space Stone doesn't really do anything. It doesn't really do anything for this lad. So yeah, it is what it is, man. Bit of a disappointing final week, but next week, man, we got the brand new event. Hopefully those Atlantean rifts are a little bit exciting as well, with the introduction of Namor and the Invisible Woman. But yeah, let me know what you think of Space Stone Thor in the comments section below. Let me know if I missed anything as well. Aside from that, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.